What happens when a voice that once made millions laugh suddenly goes silent forever? And how do you even say goodbye to someone who felt larger than life? Hey everyone! Today's story is a tough one. The entertainment world has just been shaken by heartbreaking news. A familiar face, a beloved actor, someone who brought energy, humor, and unforgettable moments to daytime television is no longer with us. Patrick Muldoon, known for his role as Austin on Days of Our Lives, has passed away at the age of just 57. And now, the people who worked closest with him are opening up, sharing emotional memories, stories that reveal who he truly was behind the scenes. Earlier this week, fans of daytime TV were hit with shocking news. Patrick Muldoon, a longtime presence in the soap opera world, passed away on April 19th. At just 57 years old, his death came far too soon, leaving fans, friends, and co-stars struggling to process the loss. Almost immediately, social media began to fill with tributes. Actors, colleagues, and friends started sharing their memories, trying to put into words what Patrick meant to them. One of the most emotional tributes came from actress Kate Mansi, who worked closely with him on Days of Our Lives. Instead of just writing a simple message, she shared something much deeper. She posted videos and photos, moments that captured Patrick's personality in a way words alone couldn't. And what stood out the most? His humor. Kate described him as someone who had a rare ability. He could be funny and meaningful at the same time, not just someone who told jokes, but someone who became the moment. She said that Patrick wasn't just part of the scene, he was the show. Imagine being on set, and instead of waiting for cameras to roll, you're already laughing, already entertained, just by being around him. That's the kind of presence he had. Kate even mentioned that he was like a one-man show, meaning he didn't need a stage or a script or even an audience. He could turn any moment, even a simple break on set, into something unforgettable. And one detail she shared really brings this to life. She recalled the very first day they worked together. It wasn't during filming. It wasn't a big dramatic scene. It was during a break. They were just sitting around, joking, laughing, messing around like normal people do. At one point, she tried to fix a small clump of mascara on his eyelash, a completely random, everyday moment. And that's when it started. Patrick made a quick joke, a witty response, and from that point on, the laughter never stopped. That small interaction, that simple human moment, it actually ended up influencing their storyline on the show. Yes, you heard that right. The writers noticed their natural chemistry, their real-life connection, and decided to build it into the story. That's how powerful his personality was. He didn't just act. He inspired the story itself. Kate also shared how passionate Patrick was about the things he loved, whether it was music, history, or iconic figures. He didn't just know a little bit. He knew everything, from Elvis Presley to Muhammad Ali, to very specific stories about performances and moments in entertainment history. He had this incredible ability to dive deep into any topic. And when he talked about it, you could feel that passion. It wasn't just information. It was storytelling. It was energy. It was excitement. And people around him couldn't help but get pulled into it. But maybe the most touching part of Kate's tribute was how she described the feeling of losing him. She said it's one of those moments where there's so much to say, and at the same time, nothing feels enough. If you've ever lost someone, you probably understand that feeling. Words don't seem big enough. Nothing fully captures the impact they had. She also remembered one of Patrick's signature phrases, something he would say often. Oi, 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 darlin', you're not wrong. It's simple, even a little playful. But for those who knew him, that phrase carries meaning, it carries memory, it carries his voice, and now it echoes in a completely different way. For many fans, Patrick Muldoon wasn't just an actor. He was part of their daily routine, part of their lives, in a quiet but powerful way. Shows like Days of Our Lives aren't just entertainment. They run for years, sometimes decades, and over time, the characters become familiar, almost like extended family. So when someone like Patrick passes away, it doesn't just feel like losing a celebrity. It feels personal. Behind the scenes, actors like him build real friendships. They spend long hours together, filming, rehearsing, laughing. So when his co-stars speak out, these aren't just public statements. These are real emotions, real memories. And what makes Patrick's story stand out is how consistently people describe him. Funny, passionate, unforgettable. That kind of legacy doesn't come from just acting talent. It comes from who you are when the cameras are off. So what does this mean for everyday people watching this? It's a reminder of something simple, but powerful. The way you make people feel. That's what lasts. Patrick Muldoon didn't just leave behind roles. He left behind moments, laughter, energy, connection, and those things don't disappear. They stay with the people who experience them. It also shows how unpredictable life can be. Someone full of life, full of stories, gone too soon, which makes every moment, every conversation a little more meaningful. So now I want to ask you, what's one memory from a show or actor that stayed with you for years? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's remember together, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.